Hey people, it's TL Gamer, and welcome to part 31 of the 100% complete playthrough on Assassin's Creed Origins on New Game Plus. As usual, I'm TL Gamer, I play on Nightmare, and I fucking hate the guards. And so, without further ado, let me continue going on with this game. And what I'm doing in this playthrough right now, or this part of the playthrough, is collecting the papyruses and doing any possible side quests that show up, which is really annoying me because I want to get this done. But the point of doing the papyruses now is later on tonight, probably about 11:30, around 11:30 or something like that. Close to that. I'll be attempting to do in one sitting the entire Hidden Ones DLC at 100% complete, thus continuing my 100% complete playthrough on the entire game. So, let's sit back, enjoy, and let's get to this. So first, I need to find some papyruses, and I'll also attempt to be doing the Trial of Sobek and Anubis. I think it's Sekhmet, actually. Sobek and Sekhmet. I can't pronounce that. Anyway, you know what I mean. So, picking up where I left off, I have a bunch of papyruses left to do, and let me start off with this. At the bottom border of this village of ghosts, I'm in a house that's basically furthest from the rest of them. Alright. So, part of this. So, I gotta find that on the map. I think it's up here. I think it's over here, but I'll find out. I don't even know if I'm in the right area. But as I said, I'm really trying to get all these papyruses done, so that'll complete this entire section of the map as far as getting everything finished. I would have to go and do the tomb under the Sphinx to get the rest of this armor, but that's about it. So let's see here. At the bottom part is a village, I guess. Unless I misread that. Bottom border of that, okay. Am I even in the right map? Paratrostius something? Bottom border, which would be down here. I think it would be down here, right? That's the bottom border, right? Alright, so let's try that and let's go that way. Where am I going? That way. There's a little bug flying around me. Oh, I see the house is down there. It's over there. I see, that's not that far. I actually didn't do too bad. Cool. If I recall correctly, this one is away from everything, so it's either up on this hill somewhere, or it's down there, but I have a pretty good idea it's in here. Wait a minute. Furthest from the sun, which would put it up here or in that house over there. I just have to locate it. Wait a minute, is there another one around here, or is it like off to the side? Nah, it's definitely this one. No, I shouldn't say it's definitely this one, but if it's not this one, it's definitely got to be the one over there, way up in the corner over there. That right over there. It's got to be right up there. Pretty positive that's it. Huh. Hey buddy, welcome to the stream. How's it going? I'm just finishing papyruses right now. That's really all this is. Papyruses and any additional side quests that may show up. That probably will show up, knowing that. Knowing my luck. I'll be like, hey, I tried to get rid of this, and it will keep showing up. Too bad you couldn't, like, ride... Too bad you couldn't ride your mount right into a tree branch. That'd be kind of cool. Smack, right off of the edge. Oh, there it is. Alright, so that papyrus is now solved. Which would be, I get 500 XP for that. That's actually pretty good. So now that solves that one. So now, 2 men standing guard in the Memphis Eastern Canal. The south one looks solid to me, so I gotta go to Memphis Canal. Which I think I'm on the side of the map already. Nope. So 2 guys standing east on the Memphis Canal. Interesting. That's gonna do it. Lakey are not after you, so do not stay as far away from them as you can. You do not have to worry about it, as there are no more Falaki on the map. Somewhere out here is the treasure for this. I just don't know exactly where. Let me dive and see what happens. See if I can dive. I can go into here or not. This will be the second time. I haven't completely finished. Well, I finished the main storyline in this map, but I've actually done the first time. This is my second playthrough. And when I say 100% complete, I'm talking about the DLCs as well. I'm talking about all locations, all papyrus, all everything. Elephants, you name it. But to answer your question, it's twice. Well, this will be the second time. I just gotta find out where the hell this papyrus is. Right now, this playthrough right now, I'm only gonna be doing for a certain amount of time because this is just a papyrus. This is just cleanup. That's what this is. I'd rather have everything finished on this before going into the before going into the Hidden Ones DLC, which I'll be doing at some point in time tonight. I just have to find out where the hell this is. But thank you for coming into the stream, pal. Appreciate it. I just don't know where the hell this thing is. Yeah, I'm not going over there. I just don't care. Find it. I think I'm off. I think it's up here. I think I need to go over here. Oh shit, Retta has a daily quest. So, what I need to do is travel back here. Go up. How many times have you finished it at all? I'm assuming you have. I'm going by memory where this papyrus was from the last game. I think it's over here somewhere. I know it's out in the middle of the water here. I just don't know where. Now, I gotta ask you, just a quick question. Did you have the enemy set to auto level, and what difficulty level did you play it on? Yeah, it's rough. Oh, crap. Yeah, this is out here somewhere. What the hell is that? That's a boat. Yeah, this is ridiculous. I can't find it. I might have to look up exactly where this is. I mean, half the papyruses are written incorrectly anyway. I went through that in my last, part 30. And so, shit. I have no idea where this is. I know it's over here somewhere. I think I'm not in the right area, though. I think I'm still off. Yeah, I think it's... I'm not even in the right area yet. It's, like, up here somewhere. You also get an outfit for finishing it on New Game Plus, which is basically what I wanted to do. Yeah. What's funny is believe it or not, Nightmare is really not that difficult. People think it is, it's not. And the reason people think it is because they start the game, the way people's minds work is they go through, you know, one difficulty at a time. But the problem with that specific instance with this game, and it's one of the, you know, I'm sure there's other games with it, but with this particular game, it's not quite the same, because the only difference between the difficulty levels is is how much damage the enemies do to you and how much health the enemies have. That's it. Individually, they may give you more XP, but I think I'm off. I just don't know where the hell this thing would be. There's what's funny is the statues where this thing is. There's a little statue that's on the ground. There's a little one. It's not even anything close to. I gotta go up and get air. Give me a second. It's not even close to what they look like. It's one of those things that somebody had to have found accidentally, and then did it. I didn't even get my air up, so I think there it is. That's what I'm looking for. Is this right here? All right, so it was up where I was. All right, so now, hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome to the stream. I'm finishing up the papyruses, and then I'm not going to be playing till about 11:30, or, you know, I won't be playing till about 11:30, then, because then I'm going to wind up trying to do in one sitting the Curse of the Hidden Ones DLC. I don't know how well that's going to go over, but I'm going to attempt it. The Hidden Ones DLC is actually not that big, even map-wise or anything else. And since you're already a high enough level, you can just go anywhere on the map. But a suggestion to getting 100% completion in the game, if you want to get all the locations and everything, is to clear out one region of... If you go back and look at the way I did the playthroughs, I periodically, in my playthroughs, said, you know, I zoomed out the map and said, this region isn't even exposed yet. And the reason behind that is because it's a lot easier to clean out all the locations first, and then go back and then get all the side quests and everything else, because the side quests are automatically on the map. But when you do what I was explaining, you'll not only kill... Sorry, hold on one second. I hate guards in this game. I can't stand them. I love how far you can run with that. This guy, I gotta get this guy off my back, because if I don't, he's gonna, like, kill me. They're gonna keep doing this stuff. You have these super guards that shoot you from X amount of meters away. I should say you have these guards that have like this super aim, and they do like obnoxious damage to you. That was bad. Oh well, it happens. Nightmare's always been a, yeah, I played Black Flag. I played Part 1, but Part 1 was a little weird. Part 2, as far as I'm concerned, where the boundary of the game, where the boundaries of Assassin's Creed was broken. Meaning, Part 2 is the staple piece for where the game actually changed. Part 2 broke the boundary on Assassin's Creed game, because they set it up. That's the game that started with, you know, the freeform climbing, the rooftops, getting quests, things, you know, finding, you know, treasure maps, things like that. So I played 1, 2. I skipped Brotherhood. I skipped a few of them that don't belong in the Assassin's Creed series as far as I'm concerned. Because when you actually look at it as a whole, and I'm not saying that they're bad games, but if you look at them as a whole, I don't, like this one, I don't consider this an Assassin's Creed game just because it has the name on it. You know what I mean? It's not that it's not Assassin's Creed, it's just I don't consider it that way simply because it has the name, it has some mechanics of it, but in order for it to actually be considered true Assassin's Creed games, the organization has to have already been in existence, and the Templars at this point haven't even been formed yet under this context. This is basically between the Egyptians and the Romans. This literally has nothing to do with anything. You see what I'm saying? So it's not that this isn't. It's not. I don't want to knock the game, but at the same time, it's just putting some mechanics in a game and then slapping the game's name on it to sell it, and then trying to say it's part of the franchise isn't really a good idea. I can't say it's a good idea, but it's just, it's pointless. It's like Metal Gear, you know what I mean? Metal Gear has a certain section in it that's not considered Metal Gear, because when you start going back on the Metal Gear reboots and everything else. Tell them I'm busy, hon. Just tell them I'm busy. Did I get him? I didn't even get him. So, a couple other games in the series of that nature, not this series, but a couple other games in a series that don't belong there is, take for example, Dungeon Siege 3. What's the other game? Hold on a second. Fallen Angel. You know what I mean? I forget the name of the series. Hold on a second. Give me a second. I gotta kill this guy. Alright, there we go. Alright, give me 1 second. I gotta look something up real fast. Sacred 2, that's what it is. Alright. Okay, so basically, one of the games I had to look up was the name of it. It's the Sacred series, okay? You have Sacred 1 Gold, then you got Sacred 2 Fallen Angel. Then, when Sacred 3 came out, it has the name Sacred on it, but even the makers of the Sacred series asked the game developers of Sacred 3, what the hell did you do to our game? It's not even the same game. So, it has the name, but it's not even close to what the game is. Fable is another one of those series where when they made the one for the Xbox Motion, or whatever the hell that friggin' device that nobody wanted was, it veered the game away from, like Fable 3 veered the game away from what Fable was. Fable 2 started phasing it out, but then Fable 3 just destroyed the series. Just because it has a Fable name on it doesn't mean it's Fable. You know what I mean? Because what makes those games, or what makes these series, is the staple principle of what the game is about. And if you remove the staple principle, having the name on it and some mechanics in it doesn't do the game justice. It's like I was debating with somebody about what the Metal Gear series is about. You know, he's playing a new Metal Gear, and I'm like, if this hasn't happened yet, such is the case, same thing with, you know, Assassin's Creed Origins, if this hasn't happened yet, then it's not technically the series. It has the name and it has some of the mechanics, but it's not. You remove what makes the series the series. So, unfortunately, that's just what, you know, sloppy development does, and that is sloppy development. They want to cater to people, and what really a real good example of really bad, you know, really bad game design and putting names on it goes to the Resident Evil series. I think that hands down has the best example of what happens to a game franchise, or, you know, a game series, when you remove the staple principle and just totally change the direction of the game and then keep the name. Everyone's like, this isn't even Resident Evil. And at some point, what really I find really amusing is the fact that zombies phased out from Resident Evil games and went into every other game, and mechanics from every other game phased into Resident Evil. It's just, you remove the staple of what made the game, it's gone.
Ah, yes, of course. I never.
What the hell was Resident Evil 7? It's not only removed from, zombies are not only removed from it, but now what you have is first person. It's like, come on, really? Metroid was another one that got destroyed by that. How do you go from a side-scrolling game like that, you know, to a three-dimensional first-person? I don't even know what they were thinking when they did that. All right, so now I need to get. Actually, let me look at my gear here. I need to level that too. Huh, that's interesting. Call multiple adrenaline regeneration. Both of these, no. Interesting. Health on kill. Health on kill. Yeah, so that's why I'm saying a fan will say, no, this is Resident Evil, but it's not. The staple of what made the game has been removed. And that, like I said, that's why I use that as a prime example of game developers producing a game and slapping a title onto it. And then using the title to sell the game. That's sloppy programming, sloppy development. Alright, so let me, give me a second. I gotta get to my inventory and figure out some of the rest of these. The Green Mountains where they're building a great aqueduct. I know where that is, but I can't get to the damn aqueduct. Actually, that might be it. I'm going off of the papyrus off of memory from the first playthrough. I had to look up where a lot of them were. The directions on them have inconsistencies with the other papyrus. They're incorrect basis and things like that. I don't even know where the hell the friggin' aqueduct for this is. That's a fort. That's not even... Is that the aqueduct? No, that's a fort. As in what? Like, when you give me... You have to give me some categories to put it into. Give me a sec. I gotta find this aqueduct. I have no idea where it is. Fuck is the aqueduct for this? Is that it over there? Where's the aqueduct on this? Well, you're asking the wrong person about story. I don't ever really pay attention to half of the storylines in games. I just don't. Now, do I think a game needs story? Yes. But the way I read and the way I look at things and everything else, I can read, like, a fraction of the dialogue in the game and know what's going on. I don't... A lot of the stuff that I read is totally unnecessary as far as I'm concerned. For example, half of the cinema cuts in this game they don't belong here. They do nothing. There's no point in filling in. Yeah, granted, there's filling in pieces of story, but when you start having cinema cuts, off of cinema cuts, off of cinema cuts, it's just, for me, it detracts from the gameplay. So I skipped, even in my first playthrough, I skipped half the way through, because the baseline of, it's like watching a movie. A movie may have a twist in it, but every little thing in the movie isn't going to be part of that twist. It's just added filler. So when you look at, I'm talking about the story-wise here for this, and I'm answering this in kind of in two questions. So with the story in this game, your child gets killed. How your child gets killed sucks, and then you're just on a revenge quest. What more do you need to know? Meeting these other characters in here doesn't change what happened. It doesn't change what you have to do. It's added filler that may make it interesting or whatever, but you don't need to know how you met somebody to get vengeance on your son. It doesn't do anything, you know what I mean? So that's just me, and that's how I look at it. Now, other people may not look at it like that, but okay, fine. But now if you look at, there's the aqueduct, all right. But now as far as the gameplay, honestly, I rate the gameplay in this two ways. One, I rate it good because it's open world and things like that, but that's not what I'm basing my rating on. I'm basing the rating on for the gameplay in two ways that they're under one score. But the score has two ways to look at it. I'm rating it, this is rough to say, I'm rating it a 3. And the reason why I rated it a 3 is not because the gameplay is bad, and not because there's a lot to do, and not because it's open world, but this game will destroy any other game you play. Because you're doing so much in the game that when you go to play a different game, and the game doesn't have as much to it, you're going to start comparing that game to this one. So in that regard, this game literally is going to destroy almost any other game you play. Yeah, you can't. It's kind of not the same thing as GTA 5, because GTA 5 is open world. This game gives you an edge on GTA 5 simply because you can climb. That's the difference. Does that make sense? So it's not a 3 as in it's bad for gameplay. The gameplay is great, but it's a 3 because they put so much into this. It just destroys every other game you can play. It's just funny because most people don't look at it like that. There's the papyrus that's in here. Smoke and mirrors. Alright, cool. I mean, does that make any sense? Okay, now, The Witcher 3 is... now, here's the thing. I'm not knocking anything. You have a right to your opinion and everything else. I'm going to tell you that The Witcher 3 and The Witcher 2 are not games. They're not games in the traditional sense. This one, Assassin's Creed Origins, this is a game. The Witcher 2 and The Witcher 3 are actually interactive movies because they're taken from a novel. So they have to be put together like that, but they're not actually games. And the other problem is that now this is me you're asking. So for me, if you've taken a look at any of the videos on my channel and you take a look at my shitty development videos, I have a problem with game developers implementing mechanics into games and then never explaining the mechanic. I mean, hell, The Witcher 2 had such a bad poorly designed magic system that they actually had to put a patch in, just put a damn tutorial in the game for the magic system, which even after the tutorial was put in, it was still bad because it didn't explain half of the stuff it needed to explain. The Witcher 3 is the same way. So when you're asking me what I'm basing a game off of, or things like that, I'm not knocking the game. I'm picking out the flaws that make the game fundamentally... I'm picking out the flaws that are crucial to the game's fundamentability. That's what it comes down to. So, as far as I'm concerned, a game that contains 0 instructions because the developer was lazy and decided it wanted to take shortcuts by putting in mechanics and then using the excuse of, well, you know, they assume this or they assume that, is not a good game in my opinion. Because a game is only as good as its instructions. Without the instructions, it's ridiculous. And that's the issue that gamers, you know, the gaming community and myself have. Because the rest of the gaming community 99% of them argue with me because they're trying to apply opinionated replies to a factual situation and then saying, and then hiding behind, well, nobody else had a problem doing it, which has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. And so, to me, for example, I'll give you a detailed explanation about what I'm talking about using The Witcher 3. Alright, The Witcher 3 has a lot of stuff in it, I get that. But when a game developer introduces a mechanic to you, they need to explain the entire mechanic, and they need to explain an example use of the mechanic and then have the player go through it. Okay? Once you do that, that's it. You don't need to do it anymore. If the player forgets, then that's on the player. But not even doing that in the first place is bad. To me, that's just bad. And so, what you have here is, prime example. Alright, you have, when you're introduced to the mechanic where you can eat, okay, you get told that you can eat stuff. Now, I use a controller on the PC. I use, because I consider The Witcher 3 games like this console games, to the fact where I have a wired 360 controller that I use. And so, when you have the, give me a second, I gotta find out where I need to, I think I need to dive off of that. Give me a second, I gotta find out where this is. At the top of the territory lies, yeah, it's up there. Alright, so basically what you have here is, when the game tells you how to eat, or that you can eat by pressing up on the directional pad, that's the game telling you that there's a mechanic in it letting you know that you can eat. The problem is, at that time, it should tell you how to put food into the slot so you can push up to eat it. As it stands, if you follow just the instruction in the game at that point, or I should say the instruction at that point, you can, what that basically tells you is you can only eat what's in the slot, and then you can never put anything else in it again. Because, like I said, when you introduce somebody to a mechanic, or a player to a mechanic, such as eating, and then you're going to tell them that they can use, you eat by pressing the the direction of the slot, you need to now also inform them how to get items into the slot to use it. Otherwise, it's pointless. Why would you tell somebody to do that? Now, obviously, at some point, the game's probably going to tell you, how to get items in there. That's a dead given, but that is besides the point. If you're not going to tell a player how to get items into a food slot, but you're going to tell them that the food slot can be used by, pressing whatever hotkey it is, that's ridiculous. It's a sloppy, piss-poor piece of programming. You shouldn't even be telling them that that's an even option yet until you're ready to explain how to fully use the option. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's a problem, and that's why I have a problem with the game, and that's why when I explicitly state, if somebody has an issue with the game, say what the issue is. Go into detail. Don't just say the game sucks or, put up reasoning why. It's like when somebody says, oh, I don't like this game. Why? Well, the combat system sucks. That's not an answer, you know what I mean? The combat, what about it? You don't like the way the guy turns, you don't like the way he pulls the gun out, you don't like the firing mechanism, you know what I mean? There's things in there, but saying a generic answer actually doesn't even answer the question. So, I mean, if people are going to put up something about a game, at least state what's wrong with it. I go into detail about what I feel is wrong with games. Now, other people may not feel that way, but the fact remains, everything I talk about in all my videos are 100% facts. They're not opinions. And you can't, I don't want to say you personally, but I'm saying in general, you can't use an opinion to override what I'm stating as a fact to justify the game developer not doing that. It's piss poor programming, bottom line. And it doesn't really even matter whether people need it or not. The instruction still needs to go there. And one of the important things that I do talk about is that when people, even though people trash my videos and everything else, and don't like what I have to say because they're so in love with the game that they can't unwrap their head around what I'm doing, I'll still look at both sides of things because I take a neutral position on this because I know how to back up from something and look at it. And such example, do I believe that Do I think that game developers should leave a tutorial in the middle of a game? Absolutely not. I totally agree with the players that don't want tutorials on that. What I do I think a tutorial belongs in the game? Yes, but I don't believe it belongs in the middle of gameplay. A tutorial should be off of the main menu. Give me a second. East of Crocodilopolis, south as a god stands angrily, and I'm heading east of Crocodilopolis, south of the Shattered Pyramid. So I got to go to Crocodilopolis. Give me a minute. So I think honestly that developers need to put a tutorial, and when I say tutorial, if you understand the definitions that I'm using, okay, tutorials should be off of the main menu, and they should have every basic mechanic in it, with a narration from the developer and an example use on using it, and then having the player go through it. That covers everything you could possibly want, so you have the information before going in to play the game. This whole thing of getting players to do it as they go along is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. I understand why they do it, but it doesn't change the fact that it's ridiculous. So tutorials don't belong in the middle of gameplay. They just don't. So yes, I completely, totally agree with gamers when they say that. I gotta look east. Give me a minute. South of the Shattered Pyramid. Oh, so it's south. It is south, alright. So east. That's east. Now I'm south, so I gotta go here. So I think it's over here. Yeah, it's over here. Alright. So that's the baseline of where I come in. There's just things that game developers need to stop doing. They really do. They need to stop doing it, period. Let me see this. Actually, I think it's back this way. No, it's back. It's down further. Oh, there it is. That's the actual statue. Okay, so it is... Wait a minute. I think it's down here? Ah, okay, I think it's up here. I can't get up there. Shit. It's hidden behind his head. Oh, it's down there, okay. Right, and that's another thing. But like I said, it shouldn't be interfering with the game's playability. They're doing it to take shortcuts instead of putting out quality in a game. Okay, so in Sapi Resnam, whatever this is. I don't know, that's a tough one because I can't say I don't like first-person games, but I don't like first-person games. There's only one first-person game I play, or have played, and that's the Borderlands series. So I don't take a stance on first-person games because I don't like them. But I won't go around saying a game is bad because I don't like it. For example, Halo's a great game. I just don't like first-person games. Now, have I tried Halo? Yes. I just don't like the way... the reason I don't like first-person is because it's an unrealistic viewpoint. People think it's more immersive. You can immerse yourself more, and it's more realistic than third-person, but in reality, it's not. people don't understand. This is one of the debates that gamers get into me with, and it's weird because I understand what people are saying, but there's a fact here that you can't get around, because the reason first-person view is not. You know what? Before I go on, I don't want to go on a tangent here, but like I said, I can't answer your question, as I can't really answer what what I think about them, because I don't want to be biased on it, so I can't say that the games are good or bad just because I don't like first person. I just won't play them. I mean, I've watched people play them and everything else, but I don't know. I'm neutral when I take a stand on it. I'd actually have to like really. I mean, you can tell by talking to me that I've done enough research, but I won't talk about a game series I don't know about, because I don't want to say anything, good or bad about it. Unless I know about it, you know what I mean? I can't even give you my opinion on it, so I don't think that's fair to do. See, that's the type of person I am. I'm just like that, you know what I mean? So I gotta go somewhere along the farmlands. Okay, it's actually where I'm going to is over here somewhere. Wow, that's really bad. I'm way off. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. I'm finishing up papyri. Papyruses? I'm finishing up these scrolls that give you items. And so I'm gonna. I'm only doing this stream right now to get these finished before I start my stream tonight. I'm attempting to do the Hidden Ones DLC in one sitting, and that's all locations. It's part of that. I'm considering the DLC as part of this 100% complete playthrough that I'm doing. 100% complete playthrough I'm doing. Yeah, I can speak, huh? But as I was saying about first-person view games, they're actually not as realistic as people think they are. And if you actually understand, if you actually understand the reasoning why I'm saying that, it's bizarre, but it's one of these things that's really in depth that you have to step back from your original your own knowledge and realize what I'm saying. Now I'm not trying to push my agenda, but when I talk about this stuff, I get the actual factual information before I bring it up. Undertale. What is Undertale? I probably know what it is, but I'm probably not paying attention to the name. This is one of these. This is up over here, so in the farm, I think it's over here. Oh, there it is, it's up here. This one's in here. Yeah, but that doesn't tell me anything. I don't know who that are. I don't know who that is. I'll have to look it up. I'll have to look it up and see. I'll see. The thing with me is, I can tell within 30 seconds of watching a game, because I watch actual gameplay videos with no commentary on them. If I want to find out what a game is like, I'll go into YouTube, type in the game name with no gameplay. I'll type in the game name with the word gameplay after it and no commentary, and then I'll just pay attention to it. Within 30 seconds of watching the gameplay, I'll know if I'll ever play that game. Alright, so I got that papyrite on. Alright, so I gotta go to a huge tree here. Acararia gnome or whatever it is. Give me a second, I gotta find this. Oh man, this is somewhere. He's gotta be out in the desert somewhere here. Wait a minute. Let me see. Southeast. Okay, so it's down here. It's down somewhere around here. Margaret, no. what I'll do is I'll put a marker here, go here, and then travel upward. Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome to the stream. I'm just getting the rest of the papyri done before I do my stream tonight. If you already heard that, sorry. If you're new to it, then I just told you. I sound like a freaking broken record. So if I go this way and go up, I should be able to get to it. I just gotta look for this big ass tree somewhere. No, you ain't got your buddy.
You will not escape!
Southeast part of this, alright. I don't really have favorite games. I don't really have a favorite style of game. I just prefer third person. You know, as long as I can see my character, I'm good. Can't really complain. I try not to favor a game because if you favor something, you have a tendency to focus on that particular thing, and then you basically close yourself out from everything else. There's a big ass tree somewhere here, and I gotta find it. I think it's near a shack somewhere. Is that it? Oh yeah, there it is. Another papyrus down. Another one to go. Temple of a village is more than water and land behind some two houses with the different problem. One whose feet are always wet. So basically this is can't cover his head. So it's in the higher house. I don't know, it's somewhere in the heartland. Am I in that same region? East of the temple of... Alright, so I gotta go east. I gotta find this temple. Konasu. And Haklarakas or whatever. I can't even pronounce these things. No. Okay. East of the temple of something or other. I gotta find the temple in here. Wow, this is ridiculous. Wow, this is bad. Alright, so east of the temple of this, there's some crap going on here where... That would be east. So let me see here. Hey, how's it going, guys? I'm just trying to figure out where the heck this is. East of the temple of that is a village that is more water than land, behind two houses with different problems. One's in the water, the other is above. You can find me sitting under a tree. So there's a tree between two houses up here, okay. So it's somewhere over here. It's up past to the east of the village, east of the temple, which is here. That would be here. It's got to be where it is. Just so you guys know too, I should be done with this playthrough by the weekend. Just tonight I'm trying to finish this stuff, and then tomorrow I should, I'll be back on. Because I'll be streaming it during the day tomorrow as well as at night, so I should be able to get done tomorrow night. And that way comes, I think, Sunday or something like that, I'm going to post up a list of games that I'm going to wind up playing. And then, no, I'm going to post a list of games for people to pick one, and then I'll play them at 100% on the hardest difficulty level. you know, where with the hardest difficulty level where applicable, actually. Alright, so I think it's on this. Ah, it's over here, okay. So there's two trees. I just gotta find two trees. Wait a minute. I don't think I'm even in the right spot. I don't even think I'm in the right spot. Alright, so you know what? I did this before. I did that before. I totally misread what this thing says. And so, let me see here. No, that's not it. Where the hell did it go? Alright. Am I even in the right region? I've done that before. I've totally mislabeled the region. H-E-R-A-K-L. Yep. Alright. Be in 1 second. The village east of the temple. That's more water. Is it over here? It's gotta be over there. Maybe it's over there. Alright, I will be right back. I gotta go tuck my daughter into bed. Just give me like a few minutes. I'll be back. Okay, I had it today, so. Alright guys, I'm back. And by the way, I have my my Umbrella Corporation t-shirt on. Well, I just can't say it's t-shirt, it's a long sleeve shirt. I have two, one that's a short sleeve shirt and one that's a long sleeve, and I just happen to be wearing the long sleeve today. So that's just funny, wearing the Umbrella Corporation. I collect game shirts. I even have one for Destiny. People are like, oh, you play Destiny? I'm like, no, I just collect the shirt. As soon as I found out Destiny was in first person, I was like, alright, I'm all done with that. That's not happening. I just can't, I don't know. Also, it's no big secret, just so you guys know, as part of my, the game listing I'm gonna play. It's no big secret on my channel that everybody that's you know, subscribed to my channel and everybody knows that I talk about it openly, is that I hate Valve. So any game developer that only goes through Valve for their games, I pirate the game. And I make it known that I've called the game company and I told them I'm going to pirate it. And the reason I do that is not to be stealing, but the fact of the matter is Valve has blocked my ability to purchase or register games, period. That includes any games that's currently out and any games that will come out that only go through Valve, that the developer only uses Steam to go through. I can't pay for the games even if I wanted to. There's no possible way for me to do it. So I openly tell everybody PC gaming piracy is justified for that particular reason. If you're going to steal it just to steal it, then you're an idiot. I have a valid reason, or what would be classified as a valid reason to do it. Because like I said, I can't pay for the stuff even if I wanted to. I'm just prevented from buying it. So I don't have any qualms about doing it. So the only way for me to play it is to pirate it. There's no other way for me to do that. So I make it openly known that that's what I do. So there's no secrets with me, you know. And that's technically the game developer's fault, because I've called the game developers of these games and I tell them this is what's going on. Well, you got to do that. I'm like, all right then, don't blame me. You know what I mean? I don't want to hear about it. So that way, if something ever happens where they go to court and stuff, they can't say they weren't told. I'm never told not to do it. So, you know, that's my counter argument. So, I mean, like I said, I make it openly known. So sometimes my games won't be connected online for that particular reason. And like I said, that's not a big secret. That's openly known about my channel for the longest time. And I honestly just don't even care. If a game developer's going to use that and then they do that, that's between them and the game developer. That has nothing to do with me. I mean, I'll mail a gaming company a check. I don't care. You know what I mean? I'll do it. I mean, I have no problem. Or I'll go down to the gaming company and give them the money. But if they're going to go through that and they say, well, you got to go through Valve, well, I tried giving it to you. You didn't want it. So. Alright, so I got to find out why I can't, like, the east of this. But how far? What does that mean to the east? Like, how far east? I can't tell if there's anything over here. But, or is it over here? Like, what does it mean, like, east of this? Directly east, or? Wait a minute. Unless I'm reading this wrong. I've read this, like, 14 times, and I still can't get it. That I know. I know exactly where that one is. That could be anywhere east of this. You know what? It's probably over by the Hermit location. Wouldn't surprise me if it is. Alright, I'll cut across and see where I'm going. Man, this is ridiculous. Don't ever do this game at 100% on a stream. Oh my gosh. I even said at the beginning of it, it's going to be one long-ass playthrough, and it was. It is. So, I have no idea where this is. Wait, is that even still in the same area? It is. Oh, man. I'm going to try here and see what happens. I cannot for the life of me find this. It has to be in here. It has to be in here. Alright, so I gotta look between two trees for one hut that's in the water and then one hut that's above the water. And between two trees, so I gotta find it. It's over here somewhere. I'll just run around until I find it. It's definitely in here, I think. I shouldn't say it's definitely, but I'm pretty positive it's in here. Wow, this is like so ridiculous. Oh, there it is. Oh wow, this could be friggin' anywhere over here, but I definitely know it's over here somewhere. Wow, hey, what's up, buddy? How's it going? Welcome to the stream, man. this. Alright. So next, Papyrus. East section of Campus Nom. And the quiet, lonely surrounded. So that's... Yeah, okay, I know where that is. So let me go to Alexandria and get that out of the way. I know exactly where that one is. I know where the one in the lake is, too. So, the one I'm talking about, the one I'm looking for is right there. It's on that island somewhere. The thing that I don't... The thing that really just drew me away from Destiny, and believe it or not, this is going to sound weird, but the thing that really drew me away from Destiny was why they would bother putting the game into first-person view and then making you allowed to do dances in third person. That's what literally drew me away from that, because not only don't I like first-person games, but I can't even watch gameplay from that game because of that. It's just ridiculous. Like, why would you do that? Yeah, I will watch people play first-person games. I'll watch them play them. But when you got crap like that, it's like, really? Who did that? And another thing that really gets me is that I read a comment on a forum some time ago. I can't even speak, excuse me. I read a forum on a comment. Oh my God, I can't even speak today. I read a comment that was on a forum a long time ago, and it stuck with me, where somebody it had to do with the new Thief game, the Thief game that came out, and the Thief game that came out was ridiculous. It was just asinine. Because after having played Thief Deadly Shadows, I was like, cool, they're going to make a new Thief game. But, nope. They decided to trash that, and you couldn't even jump in the game. I mean, you can't jump in this game, but, you know, it's like, really? 1 second. Down, there it is. So, I don't know, it's kind of like weird. Lake Maratus. And then... there we go. So that was about the extent of that. Yeah, so I don't know, it's kind of like a weird aspect for me. That literally just drove me, sorry about that, drove me away from Destiny. I couldn't take that anymore, it was ridiculous. Everybody's gone surfing. Surfing USA. Everybody's going surfing. Surfing USA. All right.
Not going anywhere. Heavy stuff.
That's ridiculous. Jumping across. Right. Got it. Nice. Canopus nom. Canopus nom. Alright, let's see where this leads.
Hey, wait. Hey, now out there.
That's the end of them. Alright, let's try this. Do I even need to... Seriously. Oh man. Alright, so gotta go somewhere where there's a fallen tree.
Keep the other eyes, they will finish you. That'll cost you, maggot. They will.
Man, I gotta find this. This is ridiculous. Hold on a second. Man, this thing could be anywhere.
Snap is hurt. Come quick.
Man, this could be anywhere. I don't even know if I'm in the right section. Huh.
En nachten duurt en bed.
That it? The hell? The horse is sitting up. That's ridiculous. What the frick? Huh. That's actually funny. gotta be radio. Yep, there it is. Alright, so that's that. So, one down, another to go, and got a bunch of these to go. You can find me hidden in a canyon here with that. I'm under a tree that thinks it's unique, because only same the others of its breed. Right at alley. 100 meters north to southwest. Temple of Segment, Yama, Shreza, Lake Emeritus. Whoops. Try this. This is going to be a disaster looking for this.
Get out! Yes, Sir, what's going on?
Huh. Interesting. What does this thing say?
The Navy's here! Hurry!
This is going to be messed up. Couple of 100 yards, but how many yards is that? I think I'm way past the point where it is. I'm way past the point.
Shield me, brothers! I must not fail!
Shouldn't it be in there?
Whoa.
Wait, the actual temple? Oh, I see. Might be it over there, I don't know. I don't understand this. Is it up there? I don't understand this. Where is this place? This is a couple 100 yards way past this. Wow, this is ridiculous. It should be right in here somewhere. Because that's what it friggin' says. It's full of palm trees, surrounded by desert. That means it's supposed to be somewhere in here. And this is a couple 100 yards southwest of that. Of the temple. Sorry, northwest. Wait, did it say southwest? Or did I read that wrong? Northwest, okay. So, the temple's there. We'll go over here. That's an area of palm trees surrounded by desert. I've already been up and down this road. It's not in here. So, if it's not in this particular palm section, then this papyrus is broken. It needs to be rewritten to the exact location of where this thing is, because it's supposed to be in here. This is northwest. It's well, not a couple 100 yards, but still. This is ridiculous.
Whoa.
Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Sorry, I just had to look this papyrus up, and this is nowhere even close to where the papyrus says it is. Nowhere even close. This papyrus right here is absolutely false. A few hundred meters northwest of the Temple of this is absolutely a false, because that location is right here. It's a couple of 100 yards from the temple, northwest. That papyrus that I just wrote is way the frick out here. That's not even close to where the papyrus says it is. Half of these papyruses are incorrect and have false information in them, and totally 100% misleading information. I don't know who the hell wrote these things, but they need to be fired for not being able to do directions properly. No one is going to come out here looking for the papyrus. No one is. There's no friggin' way you can match the papyrus up with this. There's no way anybody's going to be able to. That's ridiculous. Nobody should have to look that up because some idiot doesn't know how to write directions. That's ridiculous. Center of Sub-Metnom. Sapros-Nom. Gotta find this. Where the hell is it? It's gotta be up on the top here, right? Ah, okay. It says in the center, which would be right about here. That's a guesstimation, but okay. So let's see. Need to reread this. You find me under hidden in a canyon near Antioch. So hold on a second. Oh, fucking what the hell? Seriously? These friggin' side quests are friggin' annoying. Oh, you know what? I think I'm in the wrong area. Oh, I'm in the wrong area. Oh my god, I'm in the wrong area. That's ridiculous. So before I go anywhere, I'm gonna go get the side quest. That's friggin' ridiculous with these side quests. Side quest.
Did you have any trouble bringing your crops to Mars?
Did I have any trouble bringing my crops to Mars? I thought I already killed this tax collector. Huh. Interesting. I think it's closer to this end. Could be wrong, but if memory serves correct, I'm guessing. I have no idea. I'm just saying that. There we go. I'm gonna fall off my friggin' horse. Nope. That would have sucked. Really? I can't walk up friggin' rocks. Really? I can't walk up friggin' rocks with a mount? Seriously? That's ridiculous.
Best not to draw attention here.
Oh, I want to draw attention here. Oh, I want to draw attention here, and I am going to draw attention here.
Can't believe some husband. Keep calm, Hakuf. I will get you out.
Fire. You will need to find the keys Hafeti wears around his neck. Hurry.
Can't believe some. That and more. When Sefeto catches him, I heard he's going to burn his fingers and toes, then his ears, nose, tongue, balls. Don't worry, the fire brand for no good reason. There you are.
He just friggin' bounced off of the ground. Dude, that was hilarious. He just bounced off of the ground into the air. That was great.
Oh, damn you! You cannot escape!
Yeah, you want to bet?
Wait a second. I have you! Die! Ha! Mine now!
One, take you.
You gotta be fucking kidding me, seriously? Oh my god, that's fucking annoying. I can't really piss him on about that. I should have killed the guy when he was on the ground, but I wanted to get him with an arrow.
I should be cautious around here.
Hang on. Hey! Hey, what the... Stop it! Got him inside.
What the frig? Seriously, what the fuck? Fuck out of here. Really? I can't climb this frickin' wall, but I can climb the other one?
Wait a minute.
I wonder if I could double XP for this.
Mine now. Mahi, your mother ever spread her legs. Khener Hajeni. Going to pay. I have the key here.
I got the key off him? Wow. That's a new one. I didn't even think I had the key. I thought I had to go get him again.
This place may still be dangerous.
Pocket, keep me safe.
You better not run off then, you moron. Friggin' meat stick.
Die, die!
I don't care if he gets killed. The guy shouldn't be friggin' running off on his own. The guy should not be off on his own. But I made it out anyway, so. Well, he shouldn't have went out.
Kill you for that.
We're outside at the fort.
Blast! Blast! God of grain, watch over me.
We're out of the fort. Hello? We're out of the fort.
Thank you, my friend. I need to get back. May happy ensure your beer cup never runs dry.
So now where the hell was I? Stop my nom. I don't even think I'm in the right area. What the fuck? Stop ma MEH. Stop MEH. That's stop res. Ah, okay, so I was originally in the right area. This is ridiculous. Huh. Interesting. Something you can find me hidden in a canyon near Anthony or whatever that is. Wow. I'm gonna be here forever. Oh well, if I croak, I croak.
Time to get clear. Whoa. Yeah. Yeah. Whoa.
I have some interesting ideas.
There's no way you would ever find this. The papyrus location is too vague. I just had to look this up. This is not even anywhere near where this thing says it is. Like, I shouldn't say that, but the information in the papyrus is beyond way too vague for it to even for it to even be valid. This papyrus information isn't even valid. This is like ridiculous. There's no friggin' way you would ever know to go right to this place. It's not even friggin' feasible. Or something. It's not even here. Where the frick is it? There's no way you would ever know it was down here. That's not even possible. These papyruses are way too ridiculous. Whoever wrote these seriously needs to be fired. How's it going? Welcome to the stream, man. I'm finishing up these 4 papyrus. I'm probably just going to look these up because I'm not going to mess around looking for them when the information in them isn't even valid. I know where that one is. Problem with this papyrus is that doesn't even list a region, so there's no way to know exactly where that is unless you memorize the map. See, that's like too damn vague. That doesn't help you. Wow. There'd be no way you would know that the papyrus is in there. No way. From that description, that doesn't tell you anything. That could be anything. A leopard, a mountain lion, anything. Could be a statue for all you know.
get it.
I should just look up the rest of these. Let's go get them. Not wasting any more friggin' time. This is ridiculous. Yeah, there'd be no way you would find this. No way you would find this. Undo haste. I gotta look this up. Two left. Bam. I'm gonna have to look up Undertale. Shit. I gotta find out exactly where this is. Leaning tower. I shouldn't have to look this up. That's ridiculous. It's like over here somewhere. Hey, how's it going, buddy? Welcome to the stream, man. I got one more papyrus after this, and then I'm gonna stop the stream till about 11:30, 12, and then I'm gonna start up the Hidden Ones DLC and attempt to do it all in one sitting. So I'm gonna have like X amount of hours to do it, because I'm gonna do one non-stop stream on it. I don't think I'm gonna be able to pull it off, but I'm hoping to do so. So I have to complete the entire, I'm going to try to complete the entire thing at 100%. If not, I'll pick it back up the next morning. Right now I just got to grab this papyrus. I started looking these things up because the papyrus information is either incorrect, it has false information in it, well that would be incorrect. It has incorrect directions, it doesn't have proper directions, some of them are missing regions. It's telling you that these locations are a couple of 100 yards from something, and it turns out it's almost 1,000 meters. It's like there's no way that you would ever find half of these in the locations that the papyrus said that they were. This is no way. You can't read the information to figure it out. It's impossible. Not with all of them, but with some of them. So. I mean, there's a difference between making a puzzle and then just being stupid with it, and there's a lot of stupidity in these papyruses. It's out back, I think. Where is it? There it is. Alright, so this is my last papyrus. That's this one here. Now I gotta make sure I got them all. Alright, so looking at the blasphemer. It's Grace. Unfortunate masses west of and northwest. Oh, I remember this. This one was a pain in the ass to get a hold of. I gotta look this up. Alright, so it's somewhere over here, I think. Wait. It's by that photograph. Oops. So after this, I'm going to stop the stream for about 11:30, 12 or something like that. Then I'm going to pick it back up then. I literally want to start the stream no later than 12 though. If I get started earlier I will, but other than that I don't think I'm going to. Alright, so what I'm going to do before I end this stream though is I'm actually going to go into Hidden Ones DLC. think it's over by this screenshot here. So that way when I get in, I don't waste any time trying to go there. Yeah, it's over here. Mysterious papyrus item. What the hell is that? What did I just pick up? Wait, there's another papyrus? Wait a minute, that doesn't sound right. You found all my treasures through all the dirt, mud, hardships, beauty, soul, because of YouTube. It should say that only because of YouTube. Oh, so it doesn't really do anything, it's just there. Alright, so there's only one thing left I have to do on this map, and that is get 4 more silica. But I already have the outfit, so it doesn't even matter. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is go to quests. I'm going to go to the Hidden Ones DLC. Start it there. And that's going to do it. Thanks a lot, guys, and I'll, my foot. I'm just going right over to this guy. That way I can just leave it right where it is. And that's it.
Excuse me.
Now I'm going to end it.
For a man named Bayek.
So take care, and I'll be on in a little while. Thanks for watching.